today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Properties view in Obsidian so you can add structured data to your notes and unlock powerful organization features inside your vault. Obsidian is an incredibly flexible note-taking tool, but properties are what turn a simple page of text into a searchable, sortable, and filterable piece of your personal knowledge base. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, you'll need to open Obsidian on your computer. Go ahead and launch the application, and give it a moment to finish loading. Once it's up, open the vault that contains the note you want to work on. Properties live inside individual notes, so you can either open a note that already has properties, or create a brand new one. If you're starting fresh, just hit Ctrl or Command N to create a new note. A best practice here is to use properties consistently across similar notes. For example, if you keep meeting notes, project tasks, or research logs, try to use the same set of properties for each type. Common ones include status, priority, tags, category, and due date. And a helpful tip: if you're creating a new note, you can add properties before you even start writing any content. That way your structure is already in place. Once your note is open, the next step is to locate the properties section. Look at the very top of the note, right above the main content area. In the default Obsidian view, properties appear as a distinct block, often with a border or a subtle background color to separate them from the body text. If your note already has properties, you'll see them listed there, each with a name and a value. Every property stores one piece of information about the note, like a status of in progress or a priority of high. This separation keeps your actual writing clean and uncluttered, while making that metadata easy to read and edit. If no properties exist yet, don't worry, you're about to add your first one. Now let's add a new property. Look for the area at the top of the note that says Add Property or shows a plus icon. Click that, and a field will appear where you can enter a property name. Choose something simple and descriptive, like status, priority, project, or author. After you type the name, Obsidian might prompt you to select a property type. For example, text, number, date, or checkbox. Choose the one that best fits the kind of data you're storing. Then, enter a value for that property. If it's a text type, you can type anything, like draft for a status. If it's a date, a small calendar picker will appear. Once you've entered your value, you can repeat this process to add more properties. A critical tip here: keep your property names consistent across your entire vault. Avoid creating similar names like priority and priorities, because that will confuse your sorting and filtering later. Consistency is the secret to making properties really powerful. When you need to edit an existing property, it's just as straightforward. Simply click on the value of the property you want to change. You can type a new value, or if the property type has a drop-down, like a select or tag type, you can choose from the available options. Once you're done, click outside the field or press enter, and the change is saved automatically. There's no manual save button to worry about. This is one of the best features. As you update a property, Obsidian saves it instantly, so your data is always current. Whenever your note's context changes, for example, a task moves from in progress to done, update that property. Consistent values make it much easier to sort and filter across your vault later. If you have a property you no longer need, removing it is quick. Hover your mouse over the property you want to delete, and a More Options menu, usually 3 dots or a gear icon, will appear. Click that menu and select Delete Property or Remove. Obsidian might ask you to confirm the action depending on your settings. If it does, just confirm, and the property will be gone from that note only. It's important to know that deleting a property does not affect other notes. It only removes it from the current one. So keep only the properties that genuinely help you organize your information. If you're not using a property anymore, removing it reduces visual clutter and keeps your workflow streamlined. Now let's talk about using these properties as part of your daily workflow. As you continue creating notes, start adding the same set of properties to similar notes. For example, every time you create a new project task, add properties for status, priority, and due date. Then update those values as your work progresses. Make it a habit to review your properties regularly, perhaps at the end of the day or week, to ensure everything is current. Here's why this matters. Use status to track progress, priority to identify what's most important, tags to group related notes, and due date to keep deadlines front and center. Well-organized properties make your notes much easier to manage, especially as your vault grows. Without them, you're just searching through a sea of text. With them, you can instantly filter to see only what matters. Finally, properties really shine when you view them in Obsidian bases. Open a base, which is a database-style view of your notes that uses the notes you've been working on. In that base, you'll see columns for each property. For instance, if you added a status property to your task notes, you'll see a status column in the base. These property values appear automatically, so you don't have to manually fill anything in the base itself. You can sort by any column, filter to show only notes with a certain status, or group notes by priority. If you edit a property directly in the note, the base updates instantly. Properties are the foundation of Obsidian bases. Sorting, filtering, grouping, and even formulas all rely on them. For the best results, keep your property names and values perfectly consistent. Every time you update a property, the change is automatically reflected in your bases and other database views. As your vault grows, using properties consistently will make it much easier to organize projects, tasks, research, meeting notes, and your entire personal knowledge base. So there you have it. You now know exactly how to use Properties View in Obsidian to add structured information to your notes without changing their content. Properties make it possible to organize, sort, filter, and group your notes far more efficiently, helping you build a well-structured knowledge base that grows with your workflow. As a next step, try picking just 3 properties that fit your most common note type and start using them today. If you found this tutorial helpful, consider saving this video so you can revisit these steps anytime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.